Hi everyone and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday the 11th of October 2018. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what is coming up for you and what the energy is all about. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Vessels, which is the waters of life. Then we have the Three of Arrows, jealousy, and we have the King of Stones, the wolf. So, the Ace of Vessels is a gift from the universe. It's life, the waters of life. It's a gift to nature. If you've ever seen one of those beautiful nature documentaries about the Kalahari in Botswana, and the elephants who go on these amazing, hundreds of miles treks to find water, and they're able to kind of suss out where there's water hidden underground, and it's really amazing. And they make this trek like every year, and it just kind of hits home. I mean, we take a lot of things for granted, but it hits home that water is the source of all of life, and we need to have a drink every couple of hours. We get thirsty, but we don't even take it seriously. So the card is saying that there's an abundance of this. There's an abundance of life and energy being given to you today. There's also beauty and refinement that's given to you. Power and the ability to be a leader. You can also use this energy to play and to be creative and to heal others. You can also just use this energy to take a swim and to connect with yourself and nature and the universe, and to just spread out your arms and to float on the water and just say, wow, I am here in the now, and isn't life wonderful? And that's the gift of the Ace of Vessels. It's an amazing sense of well-being, and when you feel good, you share the love unconsciously, willingly or unwillingly. You share the love with other people because you're vibrating at such a beautiful level that it hits other people as well. So we have you really doing well, focusing on what your dreams are, meditating, really being in a good place. And then we have the Three of Arrows, jealousy. And that makes total sense, because jealousy comes in when people look at someone else and they say, I want what they've got, and they don't deserve what they have. I deserve it, and it's wrong. And some people will take action to sabotage the other person. Jealousy and envy is not pretty, especially if you do something about it. I think we all have a certain level of envy in us. I certainly know that I compare myself with other people who I have no business of comparing myself to. But what I noticed, I was watching a really old rerun of a Ruby Wax interview. And Ruby Wax is like, she did interviews in the 90s, with people like Pamela Anderson. And in this one, she was interviewing Liza Minnelli. And Liza Minnelli started singing, and Ruby Wax, what I found so telling, instead of saying, oh my God, Liza, what a beautiful talent, she said, where's my voice? And she looked up at the sky or something and said, thanks for not blessing me, God. You know, it's that kind of vibe of like, instead of being able to be happy for someone and say, wow, what a talent. Isn't that amazing? And to celebrate it. Or, wow, isn't that person beautiful and attractive? Which in our culture is a major achievement. Being born beautiful and attractive is like royalty was in the olden days, it seems to me. We're in the era of Instagram models and people like Pietro Boselli who are infuriating. Because they combine everything like good looks and intelligence and everything. And if you compare yourself to these people, you will always attack because it hurts you. Why can't I be beautiful? Why am I not loved? Why am I not rich? Why don't I have a yacht? That makes you feel hurt. You're doing it to yourself. It's a Radiohead song, that one. You do it to yourself. But you do it to yourself, because you compare yourself with other people, and then your heart is in flames about this amazing thing other people have, and you're burning with envy. And then when you're hurt, it comes out the side some way. You attack, or you say something, or it's like, oh, well, isn't this lovely? What did you do to deserve this yacht? You know, becoming really snarky and like not the kind of person who's going to be invited back. So the other thing is you're comparing your insides, how you feel, with other people's outsides. So someone has a yacht and is like a billionaire and is doing really well and they're beautiful and they're intelligent and da-da. Let's use the swan, okay? So you're also a swan, but you're not that pretty. You look at that swan and you're like, oh my God, that swan is glowing. Why don't I have that? Why can't I be beautiful too? You don't know what that swan's going through. They may have a disease that's really painful. They have beauty, but there's some other thing that they are worried about. So the lesson is always, please don't compare yourself to other people. Don't say, well, all the other people in my class are now married and have children and have settled down. Why am I still single and still have no idea what to do for work? What on earth is going on and what makes me so different? People who ask those questions are amazing. We need people like that. I'm included in that list because we are the kind of wolf people, the King of Stone people, who take their own ideas and focus on building something better for themselves and using the gift that they've been given by the universe. And instead of lamenting, no one loves me, I don't have a Jaguar, and I don't live in a mansion. And instead of going down that route, you say, I'm going to use all of this amazing abundance the energy has given me, and I'm going to transform that into practical dreams being realized. The King of Stones is the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is work, it's your physical health and body, and it's your daily routine. And the wolf kind of reminds me of the lone wolf. And it is a lone wolf here who's howling at the moon during a full moon. A full moon is when the moon kind of completes. A wolf is aligned with the moon, the watery, emotional side of things. And the howling, I feel, is a celebration to nature. And it's like an acknowledgement that nature has reached a different energy. It's reached a peak in its own rhythm. So if you can cut out the envy and the jealousy today and you focus on your own stuff, then you can really come up with something unique that puts you in the position of being an expert here. It also makes you feel better. I mean, what would you rather do? Sit there and like bite your fingernails to the bone until they're bleeding? Why don't I look like her? Why don't I look like her? Or like, why am I so fat? Why am I so fat? I hate it. When you hate something, you iron yourself to it forever, okay? When you accept and embrace something, that's when you resolve it and you let it go. So you say, thank you, universe, for these fat thighs. I love these thighs. Oh, through gritted teeth. But you keep saying that, I love these thighs, I love these thighs. And eventually, you love the thighs, you really do, and then miraculously and amazingly, then they become thinner and then they become the way you want them to look. But you can't do it through being jealous of other people. And again, I just want to talk about this some more. You know, like 100 years ago, people didn't have TV and Twitter. People didn't watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and people weren't able to compare themselves to other people so much, and because of that, there wasn't so much scope for unhappiness, you know, because we all know now that it's possible to build a dream home of the future, or it's possible to make $100 million and have a jet. And the fact that we don't have that is like, well, why have I failed? Why have I not done what everyone else in society sees as success? And it demoralizes you, and it just stagnates, and it's wood, it's not going anywhere, and it's pointless, and it's dripping. It's a pointless, wasted emotion. All you can do is look at yourself and make that the best it can possibly be, and then people will come to you and will say, oh my goodness, you're so amazing, how can I be more like you? So also look out for people today who are jealous of you, if you're in that place already, and they'll come at you with a smile, you know? It's not going to be like, oh my God, how did you get so rich? I hate you. It's going to be like, oh, hello, nice to meet you. And then they try and ingratiate themselves, and the little jabs come out the sides because they're hurt and all of that stuff. You'll notice. So be aware of jealous people today, and make your dreams a reality, and act alone, and be independent, and take your own initiative. And to hell with people who are jealous of you. Because not to hell, literally. There is no hell. I don't want to get derailed into heaven and hell conversation. I think that's boring, but I really don't think there is a hell. I think we all go home when we die, regardless of what we've done. But what was I saying about jealous people? Yeah, the people who are jealous, when you notice that they're jealous today, get those people out of your life, because jealousy is a toxic poison that you don't want in your life. It drags you down. It derails you. It's a distraction that you don't need. It's got nothing to do with you, and it's really destructive. 1 and 3 is 4, and 1 is 5, and 5 is freedom in numerology. So listen to your feelings, ignore other people, and be the lone wolf, be the expert, be the genius that in whatever field, whether it's family, or whether it's doing nails, or building bridges, or making money, or having great relationships. Whatever you're good at today, and whatever you feel drawn to, do that. And just, you know, put some blinkers on when it comes to the Lamborghini driving by that you so desperately want. And realize that if you work hard enough, you can get your own Lamborghini one day. But don't get into jealous mode and say, oh, aren't those people lucky? There may be a couple sitting in that Lamborghini who despise each other and who haven't spoken for 2 hours. You never know, okay? So enjoy your freedom. You've got the freedom to choose today. You can be happy and do your own thing. You can be miserable and envy others. It's all in your court. You can do whatever you like with this day. I would suggest that you manifest your dreams into reality, but that's just me. I like to take the productive approach. And a great way to deal with jealousy as well is to bless those people, to pray for them, to surround them in golden light, and to surrender them to the universe. Because like I said, the more you hate something, the more you weld it to you. The more you love something, the more you allow it to flourish on its own and move in a cycle that's natural to it, rather than having it, you know, trapped or held onto. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please order your reading on the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And in my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. And the way I just combine the numbers with the tarot, I use all three. And I combine all three in the personal readings. That gives me a really clear picture of who you are on a soul level. So where you've been in past lifetimes, why you've come back into this lifetime, and what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, spiritual progress, emotional progress, communication, friendships, love, what's coming up in love and future, romance, security, finance, spirituality, all of those things, whether you're compatible with someone else. If you have any questions, whether it's a good time to move, or when your ex is going to come back, or whatever questions you may have, I can answer those. So do get in touch for a personal reading. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.